What is up, guys? This is JT. Sorry about the potato resolution, but my memory card's full, and so is my phone. So, in here, we have a female black widow that she made an egg sac, and the egg sac is now down here. Right there in between some dead, damn it, I can't think what they're called. Whatever. It fell down and somehow got, I guess she lifted it back up and put it by these, damn it, what are those things called? Crickets or, the black ones. Like Jiminy Cricket or whatever, I don't know. My brain farted. So I don't have a whole lot of time to get this done. But then she went back and laid 3 more. Now I don't know if any of these have actual eggs or have been fertilized. But you can see her tucked up in there. And I haven't fed her in a couple days, so she's probably hungry because I haven't been here. I had to work and I got sick. Because I'm not used to the heat. But, yeah, I came back and this thing was like halfway open. I was like, oh shit. What I'm hoping is that if these hatch and the little babies, that she actually came in here and spread webs like all along. And I hope that they can't get out because these holes are decently big. Those spiders are going to be really tiny, and I want to witness it and film it, but I also don't want to let a bunch of black widows straight into this house I'm working on, because I have a son, and that would be basically retarded. So I'm at a loss as what to do, but they have not seemed to emerge as of yet. And I don't know if any of these have been properly fertilized, because as far as I know nothing about what happened before that, because I rescued her from somebody sprayed wasp poison and she got doused with it. She was basically out of it. I thought she was dead. And I put her inside here, and I ran water in there to wash away all the poison, and I accidentally ran really, really hot water, and I didn't realize it because somebody had ran the water before me in the kitchen, and it was really, really hot. And then so I thought I cooked her like a crab. I was like kind of upset with myself because I made that stupid mistake. But then I just let her sit. She basically sat like right where those dead crickets are. And I just let her sit there and she dried out eventually. And then I came back, half a day later, or that night. Or maybe the next day, actually. And I just came back, she was gone. I was like, well, what happened? Well, she had just gone up to this little corner that she now calls her home, I guess. And she had basically closed the lid with spider webs. But I've had to puncture through it a couple times to actually give her something to eat. But she closed the lid with spider webs and made a miraculous recovery. Now, that may not seem like a big deal to you, but you get sprayed by some wasp poison at that size, per parts per million, and see if you make it. That's a pretty big deal. But now I got a lot of work to do. I got to finish sanding on the floor. I was waiting for my batteries to charge. I actually had to fill in more cracks. By the way, if you go buy crack filler for hardwood flooring, like where you have cracks in between and in between the boards, those are going to show up on your polyurethane. Do not buy the acetone version because it sucks for oak. Sucks for oak. Comes out of the cracks, vacuums right out of the cracks. If you go to sand it, it vibrates out of the cracks. I went and got some Elmer's, and I'll just go ahead and show you real quick. Has nothing to do with this video, but I'll just show you real quick. Oh, my battery's finally charged. But if you're doing hardwood floors, this stuff right here. Carpenter's wood filler, stainable. If you're using a dark stain on like an oak floor, you can actually see that it leaves a little bit of a gray mark. And so I've done my best to fill every single crack, crevice, and we'll see how it turns out. Now I gotta resand because you gotta knock all that down. But anyways, as for the spider, I don't want the spider to come into the house because the front of the house is actually halfway torn off. And as you can see, it can easily get in many different areas. So we don't want that. So I don't know how I'm going to contain the babies if a lot of the babies get out. And this is where I've been sitting it, so it's not like in direct sunlight. It's not directly in the rain, and I don't know where else to put it. But that's the story on that so far. She's got 4 egg sacs, 3 next to her in her corner, and then the one that fell down. I assume the one that fell down is most likely going to hatch. As for the other ones, no males have been around her, so I'm not exactly sure how that would work. To be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure how any of that works. Not as in like humans, I mean as in like black widows, because I have not studied black widows. They're very hard to find. But the other ones, they have to be fertilized. They basically, the male has to come in and fertilize with his pedipalps, which I call the boxing gloves, and then the female will, she'll basically lay an egg sac or create a nest, and then those are fertilized. So I don't know how she did 3 more egg sacs without being fertilized. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So we'll see what happens. But time to get to sanding, I guess. Peace. Don't forget to like and subscribe.